Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongdoing. Love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices in the truth. It always protects. It always trusts. It always hopes. It always perseveres. Love never fails. Love always wins. And they want me to tell you this morning why love always wins. Like they want me to break it down to you. Why love always wins. No matter how many guns you have, no matter how many people you have on your side, no matter who you know that you think is important or have a title, when you're in connection with God and God is love, your higher mind, because of your alignment and your connection to God, your higher mind, you always win. And they want me to explain to you why. There is a bad teacher that's got everybody's life that listened to them looking like this right now, including them. All of them are looking like this right now. Every last one of them. Because they did not use their foresight. And because it was their perception of the way they saw an idea and a contract that was pitched to them. This is a teacher that groomed and taught a collective of people how using witchcraft to try to dominate and try to control innocent people that are just unsuspecting and living their lives, and how to steal, rob, and literally try to turn them into your slave. How to literally use mental manipulation tactics to snatch their destiny, to take what they have, to try to steal their essence, to rob them of their lives. How to dominate a human being using witchcraft and sorcery. And this was a bad teacher because this teacher's behind on the times. The way that love always wins is because when you operate in the vibration of love instead of fear, that means that you've completed your shadow work and you've learned to balance your dark and light energy by inserting empathy and compassion in your thought process, in your subconscious mind, with every thought pattern that is aligned with every school of thought that aligns with every one of the chakras along your base spine. What happens when you align your thought process and balance your dark and light energy is it causes all your chakras to be balanced and pristine and aligned, which means your third eye, which is your perception and your foresight and wisdom, okay? It's on point. So that means you can easily protect yourself. You can easily predict what would happen and all viable options and solutions, and you can see beyond the veil. You know, you can see through illusions, and you have a better sense of what could go wrong if you make the wrong decision. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to make the right decision because you're connected to your higher intuitive function. But in order to be able to have a working ajna or third eye, which governs your foresight and your perception, you have to be vibrating on the energy of love. And I will never stop teaching that. And I will never stop telling you that love always wins is the reason why my collective is still standing here today in good health, with a healthy mind and a healthy body, and still protected. Because love never fails. That means anything that anyone has utilized to come against you, because you align yourself with love, the greatest of all these things is love. Because you align yourself with love, your foresight and perception is on point, which means you were protected and able to make decisions that were smart, so that these people using witchcraft and sorcery were not able to prevail and overcome, because love always perseveres and prevails. That's why love always wins. These people that lack perception because they lack love made a bad decision. And this is why we have to learn how to think for ourselves and not follow the group sheep mentality. Well, so and so is doing it. This is why we have to learn to see past things that are shallow, that look a certain way, but they're really not. You understand? Like the pimp, the drug dealer, or somebody that lives a foul lifestyle, and they become wealthy by doing things that cause misfortune for others, that bring only bad karma, such as Sean Puffy Combs and many, many, many other different people in other areas of society. Okay. When you engage in activities that are low vibrational, okay, that cause harm and misfortune and imbalances for others, at your hands, you create bad karma for yourself. And it's a real thing. Now, when you are operating in love, you are able to see past new cars. You're able to see past nice clothing, what seems like a nice lifestyle, vacations, trips, a person that seemingly has everything together. And it looks like money. It looks like success from a shallow, very surface level perspective. See, people that abide in love can see straight through it, and you already know those illusions will shatter. Just because you have money right now, it doesn't mean that that money is going to last and that it's a sturdy foundation, because somebody didn't consider all the factors when you build your house out of sand, on a rocky, loose foundation, that one day your house of cards is going to fall. Sometimes we can't see that because of what the house looks like on the outside. Like these new homes that they build, they're huge. They're huge cardboard boxes that might give the image of wealth, but it's made out of a cardboard box, and they're useless and make you pay a lot of high utilities to heat and to cool. All it is a whole bunch of extra space you don't need, but it does something for your ego. You understand? This teacher energy was able to grasp the attention of groups of men and women that were able to see a nice car, a nice house, that might not have had those things. Money in the bank, trips to vacations, money to spend on clothing. And they were like, well, since this person has it and I don't, clearly they have the solution and the answers in life. So I'm going to do whatever they do or whatever they're saying because they look like money. And that's where love comes in, because when you're in the energy of love, you can see past that illusion. Okay. You can see straight past that illusion, because that house of cards is tumbling down now. It was short lived. It wasn't long lasting money that's going to last for generations. It's causing casualties and deaths and sickness and endings. So the problem with this teacher energy I'm picking up on a teacher and a lawyer involved in this reading. But the problem is, this teacher is not a scientist. Okay. They don't have a scientific mind. The scientific mind, when you are creating chemicals or when you're creating substances to market, for instance, if you're creating a perfume that you want to market, or if you are creating a shampoo or a conditioner or a lotion, or just some type of product that's supposed to do something, when you're creating a drug, medicine, when you're creating anything in a science lab, they have to do extensive study on the product they're creating and the chemicals that they use, because they have to study. Even though you might create something that works right then and there in that moment, you have to determine how long is that thing going to work and be effective like it is. How long before it goes bad? You have to study how that thing you created in that lab responds to time, okay, to temperature, and to other outside factors. You have to consider all the chemicals in a product that you have created, even if it's a cleaning product. You have to consider all of the properties involved, because you have to study each and every chemical that was used to create a project, because time, weather, temperature, and a lot of other things can affect the integrity and the effectiveness of the herb, the product, the chemical that you're using. And if you have multiple different chemicals, you have to study how they interact with each other, and over time, what can happen as a result of exposure to oxygen and exposure to temperature and other things, and how that might affect the integrity of your product. You understand? This teacher is running off of something very, very old, and it's an old ideology that's very important in sorcery and witchcraft. And we talked about it yesterday. Uh, the old way of thinking was very patriarchal, in which a lot of it is based off of people that are unhealed, that have not done shadow work, people with low self-esteem, people dealing with trauma, and how to bind them to their trauma and use trauma against them, to blackmail them, emotionally manipulate them, take advantage of them, people not knowing their self-worth. And a lot of that stemmed from a strictly left brain thinking society that the whole world for a very long time was operating, where masculine and feminine energy is not balanced in men and women. That's what a patriarchal society breeds: strictly left brain thinking, lacking empathy, compassion, and intuition. And because that's how we have functioned during the Aries age, the Taurian age, the Piscean age, it was easy to use and utilize this witchcraft, sorcery, and these tools, which is nothing but illusions, mental manipulation using fear, and people's damage done from strictly left brain thinking society. But this teacher is still running on an old program, because we're in the age of Aquarius. It's like this teacher is trying to get people to master a typewriter, and we're moving into an age where people are going to literally be having chips in their brains, and damn near printing out whatever it is that they're trying to create, just using their mind and calling out commands with their mouth. We're moving into, and we have moved into the Aquarian age, where information technology is spread. And along with that information is the better understanding collectively around the whole world about what happens when you don't balance masculine and feminine energy. And a lot of people have come out of the strictly left brain thinking, and healing is flowing all over the planet. It's a course correction going on to balance out in both men and women our logical function and our intuitive function, our creativity, our empathy, and our compassion. There are a lot of people that are still unhealed and are not ready to do shadow work, but there are a whole lot of people that are. And thanks to the information age that talks about narcissism, and people have a better understanding of where their trauma comes from, narcissism bred from a strictly left brain way of thinking out of straight survival, people are now healing everywhere, both men and women. This teacher energy, they are trying to get you to master a typewriter, when we're in a new age where they're literally putting chips in people's brains. Okay, that's where we are with it right now, where you can just have it type out every single thing that you want. That's the age we're in, but he's functioning on AOL. And he convinced a whole bunch of people to sign up for a contract whereby he would guide and teach people how to use sex magic, how to use witchcraft and sorcery, to use old, unhealed, patriarchal minded, left brain thinking, mental manipulation tactics to manipulate and dominate a person's life and control them, while we're in an Aquarian age and everybody has access to information that's healing them. We are healing. For everyone that's not healing, there are 50 more that are actually healing, doing the work, that have woken up to narcissism. And now we can call it out, because the word narcissism was not a popular word back in the day. Okay. It was not rolling off of everybody's tongue like it is now. And it's a blessing in the age of information for people to now be able to understand their own dynamics, to understand why they are how they are, or why they think the way they think. You got grandmothers out here that are healing right now, grandfathers out here that are healing right now, that didn't have the resources and information to help them to understand about things that they were subjected to during a much harsher time. Okay. So imagination in the reverse. Somebody right now is having, with humor in the reverse, a difficult time. They're having a difficult time seeing the bright side or laughing at the situation, because they couldn't make up their mind if they wanted to go another direction or not, maybe because of their ego. But whoever you are, you've gotten your freedom from these people that were trying to dominate you using witchcraft, using sorcery and witchcraft by way of mental manipulation. Now, there are a lot of other factors involved that have to do with technology and other things, but because of your connection to God, by being in the vibration of love and being in alignment and having the creativity, see, your ladder, I'm sorry, your elevator goes to the top floor. Your Kundalini energy, it goes all the way to the top floor, which is the aura, but the crown chakra. And because you're in alignment, any trap that these people tried to set for you, you were able to think your way out of and to expand on ideas. Because of your creative mind, you were able to find immediate solutions to every obstacle these people tried to create in your life, spiritually, financially, and other. You understand? And then if it was a thing where they were blocking your relationships to try to force you in a relationship with someone, you know how to shut it down and just not date anyone, and to protect yourself, go in lockdown mode. These people, because the witchcraft would have worked if you were unhealed and you still were struggling with any self-esteem issues, any abandonment issues from childhood, whether physical or emotional abandonment, any emotional codependencies that you might have had to validation from others. If you ever suffered from, and it's nothing to be ashamed of, this is part of the human process to learn these lessons. These problems often stem from childhood. If you suffered from an overactive heart chakra and you thought that you were put here to bear everybody's burden and to allow people to trauma dump onto you because you were raised in a narcissistic dynamic, and you thought you were supposed to be everybody's doormat, and everyone was supposed to step all over you, and you was because you're a blessing and that's what God called you here to do and be. That's a lie. And you realize now the balance in the heart chakra, where it's not just about either you love or hate. It goes deeper with the heart chakra. Sometimes we develop an overactive heart chakra and we don't have enough boundaries with people, and we over empathize with people that mean us no good. And sometimes we think we're supposed to be self-sacrificing for people and allowing people to drain all our energy while we sacrifice ourselves. And it gets cloaked as you being a godly person. That's how you're showing love. But that's not love. Love is self-love, self-preservation, taking care of yourself first. That means that if you don't have enough in your cup to take care of yourself, you're not giving it to another person energetically, spiritually, emotionally, or financially. Some of you were taught to put yourself last, and that's why you end up getting in abusive relationships with friends and lovers in your past, because you were taught in a narcissistic family dynamic to be dumped upon. And because you were groomed that way, you didn't realize it's not up to you to go around healing everybody. Your path is for your enlightenment, for your lessons, for you to learn, and for your soul's growth. You're not here to save nobody. I know some religions teach you that it's up to you to go out and save people. No, you're not here to save nobody. And you're not here to sacrifice your life for nobody. Your life is your responsibility. Now, if you're here to lead by example, then you lead by example. And if you're guided to give out of the abundance you have, it's because your cup is overflowing and you've been guided to do so. And you only give from the overflow. You don't give from your cup. Okay. So no overactive heart chakra. And you don't allow people to attach to you. So they were unable, this teacher that was teaching and guiding these people how to target people that are good people, that might not know their self-worth as of yet, has failed. And you've gotten your freedom from the domination spells that they tried to place upon your life. Okay. Someone was trying to use domination spell work and techniques through relationships and through finances to dominate you. But because you stayed in the energy of love, all the chains, every chain has been broken. Great fortune in the reverse. He promised all of these people great fortune, and they signed spiritual contracts that now have them stuck. One of the young ladies that were signed to a spiritual contract that didn't use their intuition, that just saw money, flashing lights, a nice car, and a nice house, and thought, oh, I want that to be me, and I don't have that. So you must have all the answers because you have it. And it's because they don't have intuition. They couldn't see deeper into the situation at all the things that could go wrong. And because this person that was coming for your neck using spell work and sex magic was unable to fulfill their contract, I have prison in the reverse. They're not going to go to physical jail, is what they're telling me, because they are a part of a cult where, you know, a lot of people in the government are involved. So they don't, they give them other options. But if you don't fulfill your contract, you can either go to physical jail, especially if you've broken some laws, or it's a different type of jail. This person, because they didn't fulfill their contract, they're going to be a slave. Like, it's something where they're going to have to be like a sex slave, and these people own them for the rest of their natural life. Meaning they'll literally have to sleep with whoever they tell them with. They may not get paid any money. They might just be barely provided with a motel to live in, or they might be homeless or whatever. But this person, because they didn't fulfill their contract, they have to be these people's sex slave or something like that. It's some other judgment in their own court system with this cult that this person is bound to now. This is someone that was working together with Emperor energy, an older man that is some kind of spiritual hierophant or leader. The two of them together were supposed to dominate and control you. You were supposed to become these people's side piece or something like that. It was supposed to be a destiny swap because you're divine and you're spiritually ranked, and they wanted to use your power. But the problem is you're too healed for that. and they couldn't dominate and control you. They couldn't even get access to you. So they used a lot of sex magic because she doesn't have any power inside of her to do any high level magic. That's why they wanted your energy and your light to do magic with. But here's the thing, this is again why love always wins. The most powerful manifestations you can make in a certain type of tantric sex that you can have is when two people in the highest vibration of love that are not trying to control each other, that come together with the right reasons, that are in a high vibration, and the both of them are on the highest vibration of love, and they have tantric sex, and they both together try to manifest something, that creates a very powerful manifestation and magic and creation. And it comes to fruition because that energy, those two energies coming together of perfect love, there's nothing else like it. Perfect, two different people coming together for tantric sex, and both of them being in perfect love, without manipulation, without domination, without ulterior motives and agenda, in pure love and in the energy of manifesting something, it will come to pass. And it's very powerful. And it's way more powerful than any low vibrational sex that anyone could have. But these were two people that were having sex with each other, doing sex magic. And she convinced this warlock energy that she had feelings for him, but she's closed off to him emotionally. It's only about money for her. And that's one of the reasons why they couldn't manifest what they wanted. Because just like you're plugging in Christmas tree lights, is the same way if you want the lights to go to the top, every part has to be plugged in on the Christmas tree. When you have 3 sets of lights on a big tree, you have to plug all of them in. Now, imagine your chakra system being in alignment. It's like plugging in Christmas tree lights. You understand? When your root and sacral chakra, it's all connected to your heart and to your mind. And everybody's all connected and you come together. But when she had sex with this man, the connection, her heart and mind are not connected to her sacral and root chakra. So the energy is very weak. Do you understand? It's a disconnect between her heart, and the energy comes from love. And love has to emanate from your heart in order to cultivate that powerful sacral energy. You understand? But because all of her sexual acts are transactional, and strictly she sees her sexual energy as a tool for making money, and that's it, it causes a disconnect between her heart, where the love is, and her mind. So therefore, the energy is very low. And that's why when they try to manifest having sex, they don't manifest anything. And they wanted your energy because she's close to him emotionally. Everything has to be connected, right? So he's going back to his wife, a Queen of Pentacles. The masculine I'm picking up on that was a Hierophant energy that was a part of this cult. He's going back to his wife now. She might be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And he's disappointed because he's going back broke with no money. And she is going to have to be a sex slave to this cult now. And there's nothing she can do about it. She's their slave now. And if she doesn't comply, then they're going to put her in jail for whatever misdeeds she did while she was a part of this group. Okay. This person, this teacher did not have the skill to conquer you because they did not upgrade in their thinking. And everybody is going into poverty right now. What is going on with this lawyer energy? And let me go ahead and jump in. There's a lawyer that's having a huge tower right now, possibly in their job or career. With a Queen of Wands, somebody could be a fire sign. Why is this lawyer having a tower with their job or career, or for working with somebody? This lawyer, this lawyer is there's a tower. There is a tower that's taking place right now. Oh, right. So whoever this Queen of Wands energy is, they're very childish. And the lawyer that they're working with is having some kind of challenge. Oh, this Capricorn. So the Capricorn, this might be the head of this cult. They might have done something that was illegal, and they might have utilized a lawyer to do it. Yeah, a King of Wands. There is someone here that did something that was illegal for someone because they had faith in this teacher that whoever you are, you would be able to be dominated, controlled, and tossed away after they were done using you, discarded. And now they can't get this person out of trouble, and they have a connection to the leader of this cult. They did something, they did some kind of financial injustice to you, okay? And now they're getting bad karma because there's a lawyer here that knows about this injustice that was done to you, and they were supposed to notify you about something. There's a lawyer, I think there's a lawyer that was supposed to notify you of something. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This could be someone in trouble with the law. Oh, this lawyer worked together with these people to do something financially. So somebody could have stolen something from somebody, is what I'm getting. And now somebody is rejecting someone's offer. It's a missed opportunity. And someone's kicking somebody out of their energy. So somebody don't want to work with somebody no more. They're releasing something. All right, let's jump into this read. Somebody has to release something to you. So somebody did something unjust to somebody in court, and they have to release something to somebody. The reason that they did whatever they did, it's something in court because they thought that you would be dead or in a mental institution by now or something like that. Because they had faith in this teacher that's behind on the times. All right, what is the energy crowning this read? You got a whole teacher out here, but this teacher didn't upgrade. This teacher literally was going off of some old memories of when they were a player, or they was able to run some game back in the day. And it's like they're thinking they can, and this is an older teacher too. So somebody was listening to somebody older that was running off of an old script, and thinking they could use the same tactics on a whole group of people that have already had spiritual upgrades. It's like this is the age of Aquarius. We can see you. Every game is on a YouTube video that has been played, has ever been played, can be played. Everybody got a video of every form of mental manipulation tactic that has ever been used on anyone in any part of the world. Nobody is falling for anything right now in this age of Aquarius. Nobody is falling for anything. But this teacher, because they are running in their mind off of an old script and have not upgraded, was still giving people dumb, old advice on how to dominate someone with witchcraft using 1980s, 1970s, 1960s talking points. An idiot. An idiot. Do you hear some of these young people out here nowadays? Some of these young people out here, I'm so proud of, because they've gotten lessons in their 20s to things and lessons that some of us didn't learn until our 40s. And that's because of the information age and things getting out faster. I didn't know what a narcissist was in my 20s. I didn't know how to recognize red flags of these things when I was in my 20s. I didn't even know it just wasn't a word that was in my vocabulary. And that's because we didn't have the internet. You understand what I'm saying? Uh, we're in a whole new world right now. I posted a story. I posted a story on the news on my post about this new world order right now that is being put in place. And it was someone from Vietnam that was talking about how they're trying to get rid of cash right now and get everybody with the facial recognition and some other things that are being done and implemented right now. They're doing something in their system with every single person's bank account, and they're getting rid of cash. It's something that's literally being pushed into place, not just in Vietnam, in Thailand, and a lot of other countries right now. It's being rolled out literally right now as we speak. We're going under a new world order. And this teacher that was doing this old pimp game since before the internet is trying to teach people an old way of doing things. Again, in my 20s, I didn't know the word narcissism. In my 20s, I didn't know anything about covert narcissism. I knew about abuse, and I knew certain things didn't feel right with me. And it's certain other words we use, but I really did not understand narcissism, the mental manipulation, and how people can use your brokenness, your unhealedness, your abandonment issues, any emotional codependence. I didn't have that knowledge when I was younger. You understand? Because we didn't have the internet where you could just click, and read, what is this behavior? Because the person I'm dating is doing this and doing that. It's just weird. They're acting different. They were nice one minute, and all of a sudden they're cold and distant. Did I do something wrong? You understand what I'm saying? A lot of us that were not coached or taught about grooming or about any of those things, for whatever reason, a lot of us did not know any terms like love bombing, like how a person will love bomb you and wear a mask intentionally. You thought you did something wrong, but it's an actual game that people play on young people that just don't know any better. You understand? That's why I said the information age. These younger people in their 20s at a younger age, it's harder to get them with these tactics and play on them because it's all over the internet about love bombing, wearing a mask, and then the mask comes off. And then when the mask comes off, they've already been able to connect to your emotional body. And that's why it's not easy to just walk away once someone has bonded to you emotionally. And they wear a mask until they do that. And that's what the love bombing period is. How narcissists will bind to you through a car payment, through a mortgage, through a child, when they want to make sure that you can be their supply for years to come. All of that is witchcraft. You understand? All of that is witchcraft. All witchcraft is mental manipulation and illusions. And then part of it, of course, is the spiritual part that goes with it through mental manipulation, okay, and illusions. They know how to form cords of attachment, spiritual cords. And that's how they send you negative energy. And that's how they attack you, by having ways to connect to you spiritually, by connecting to you physically. And once you learn that, then you learn who to cut off spiritually and physically. And you learn what to heal, why this person has you in a mental bind. Do you understand? So thank God for the Aquarian age. Thank God for the internet, and thank God that this teacher is back in the olden days that was guiding these poor, misguided souls, unfortunately, on an old tactic where everyone already has information about these forms of witchcraft and manipulation. So let's go. What is the energy crowning this read? Okay, here goes that Capricorn again. So this Capricorn is the leader and the financier of this cult. Okay. There could be a Cancer energy here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that has very bad karma right now. They're having an issue with the lawyer right now. Somebody has been trying to, this could be this teacher, this bad teacher right here that didn't upgrade with the world. Okay. That's what I should have said in the title. Bad teacher did not upgrade with the world. And this is, again, why it's so important that we abide in love. Because when you abide in love, and love always wins, it allows you to upgrade your mindset. And it also allows you to have the perception and the foresight and the wisdom to know not to sign a contract with somebody because they look like they have money. It's like when you see a drug dealer or a pimp or someone, well, they're obviously doing something smart because they have money. Okay, fast forward 5 years. Now they're locked up in jail and you're stuck. Or now you're locked up in jail or now you have a disease, or now you're dead, or now you're, it's like people are not using their intuition and they're signing demonic contracts, or they've already signed demonic contracts that now have them bound because they had confidence in this bad teacher. Okay, so someone's trying to hurry up and do something. What is the obstacle right now to save themselves? What is this? What is the obstacle? What is, okay. What is the obstacle? The obstacle is somebody gave clarity, either that they're not going to work with them anymore. The Three of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody's in a mental imprisonment right now. This Three of Pentacles might have to do with these people that were working together, but somebody might have gave somebody clarity that somebody either got fired from a job, or they're walking away from a job, or they're not going to work with them anymore. They're in a mental imprisonment about something. What happened in the recent past? This Capricorn is burdened, or they're releasing something because it's too much of a burden it's too much of a burden for them to try to dominate and control you. You can't own a human being. This person's an idiot. There's someone here, very karmic energy, the Queen of Pentacles reverse. This is a man or woman that's very shallow, very selfish, lacks integrity, very surface level, and they'll do anything for money. Okay. And this is a group of people is what I'm picking up on. I'm not picking up on one person. Look, there it is. The Three of Cups reverse. Yeah, it's a whole group. So it's like it's the group that this teacher assembled and put together. They're not going to work with this teacher, or this teacher's not going to work with them anymore. And they're heartbroken. The reason they're heartbroken is if they're not going to all work together with this person anymore, then somebody's in trouble. And this lawyer's worried now, because that means you've gotten your freedom. So if somebody was planning on unaliving you or getting rid of you, and now no one's going to help them to get rid of you anymore, and you're still living, and this Capricorn orchestrated something having to do with your money that was unjust, some money that was taken from you, or some form of resource, Now they're worried because you're alive and you're well and you're healthy, and they might get in trouble for it. Okay. I have judgment in the reverse and the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody has changed their mind about something. So somebody changed their mind. They don't want to work with somebody anymore. This is someone that was at an indecision about being a part of something. Tell me more about this judgment reverse energy. Okay. I felt that. Because somebody is stuck in a cycle as the people they're working with are going into poverty. The Five of Pentacles. They're stuck in a cycle. Tell me more about this Capricorn energy. This Capricorn has a broken mindset. I feel like this might be an older masculine. Okay. I feel like this Capricorn might be a masculine or feminine, but I feel like it's a masculine. They have a broken mindset. Okay. But they have to move to calmer waters because it's too much of a burden to do domination spells on you when you are fully healed. Okay. And this is going to cause an imbalance to something. Everything is out of whack and out of order right now. The Nine of Pentacles, because you're single. You're being single and self-sufficient and independent, okay, creates a problem for what they want to orchestrate, okay, using magic, and they feel defeated because they're not getting their wishes fulfilled. Okay, there could be a Leo involved here. Yeah, the problem is you're single with this Nine of Pentacles here. And that's their biggest problem. See, in order for their witchcraft to work, running off of that old school ideology, you would have to be one of those people that I just can't be alone. So I'll settle for a low vibrational relationship, or I'll settle because for a man or for a woman specifically, it's something, a stigma. It's a stigma about a woman being single, but that's old school thinking. And that's what I'm talking about. These are people that have an old school mentality, and they still think that a woman will do anything to be in a relationship with someone, just not to be alone. It's like your greatest achievement in life is you achieving having a man. It don't matter how, even if you got to pay all the bills, at least I got a man type energy. It's weird. Okay. These people think still that there's a stigma about you being single, about women being single, like somebody cares about that. You understand? These people, they're running off of a very, very old script. Okay. But whoever you are, I feel like you're single by choice. If there's not an option out there for you that is in the highest vibration of love, that is a vibrational match, I feel like you treasure your peace over everything else. Okay. And that's the problem. You're not lonely. The problem is you're not desperate, you're not lonely, and you have control over your sexual energy. And those are things when you're in pre-empress or empress energy, that those are aspects of your character, of your carnal nature, that you have to master in order to make sure that nobody is able to connect to you in a karmic way. These people are used to doing magic and dominating and controlling unhealed people that just can't be alone by themselves. They get lonely. They're afraid to be alone. They're afraid to be alone because when you're alone, whether you want to self-reflect or not, your brain automatically starts going into self-reflection mode. That's why we have jail, because people that don't sit down on their own to self-reflect on their actions, that are doing things to other people, it's forced isolation. It's being forced to sit down and get into self-reflection. Okay. And it's forced on some people. So you're not one of those people that are afraid to be alone or have any problem being alone at all whatsoever. Okay. And they can't force you to be in a relationship. They can't trick you. They can't manipulate you. They can't do anything to your finances. I feel like someone did something to some money of yours, or money that belongs to you, in order to make your life harder for you, so that you would get into a relationship with someone that they needed to connect to you in order to do this witchcraft on you. And I feel like because you abide in the highest vibration of love, that they were unsuccessful at doing that, because your creative mind has always allowed you to access a door, a way, open. God has always made a way for you, no matter what. You're creative. You can think your way out of any situation, even financially. Okay. And what's going on right now with this lawyer? Somebody is in a mental imprisonment right now, maybe about whatever they did financially to bind you. The Knight of Cups, the Emperor reverse, was in their ego, because they're a narcissist. So there could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy that's in a mental imprisonment now about something that was financially done to you that was illegal, in order to bind you financially. And they thought they could do it because they're a narcissist, and they were in their ego, but they didn't get the results that they wanted. Again, this is an old school pimp type energy. Someone could be a Libra energy. They could have been working together, with an Empress reverse. This could be an older man or older woman, any sign. And now they're in a mental imprisonment because no one is willing to work together with these people anymore, because everybody is losing everything. And there's someone here that's not going to recover. This is someone that they worked with. Okay, give me a sec here. They want me to talk about something. Y'all, when I tell you love always wins, people think that is so cliche, but they don't understand like the scientific version of that. The spiritual science part of love always wins. You know, love always wins. It always wins because it's because of love and the balancing of your heart chakra. It allows your energy to flow to the crown chakra and the third eye. That means you're smarter than the people that don't love. You're smarter and faster, and your intuitive function is more sharp and keen that the people that don't have love have. You understand? That means you can see further. You can see further than the people that don't have love, because their intuition is off. You understand? So that's the scientific spirit science breakdown of why love always wins. People that abide in love, no commercial. I'm going to say it again. That's the spirit scientific breakdown of why love always wins. Because the people that try to outsmart you are slower than you, because their elevator don't go to the top floor. It's Kundalini energy on that elevator, and it only goes up to their sacral chakra, because they only use their energy, that sacral energy, on a low frequency. Your sacral energy goes all the way up to the top floor. That means your intuition is balanced, and you can see further, and your intuition is greater, and you can make more accurate predictions and think faster, and you can outthink these people. You understand? You're a lot faster. Your lightning speed, their AOL. And that's because, but you can only get that type of mind when you have the mind of God, which means that you're not operating out of the lower chakras. You're operating out of the chakras above the heart because your heart is open to love and balanced. And balanced. That's the reason love always wins. All right, what was it you wanted me to say? All right, somebody something could be stopping abruptly right now. What is that? Okay, so somebody might have cut somebody off. Someone could be a Pisces or a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or they could have a placement. Someone could be a father figure. There's someone here, King of Pentacles energy, that someone was taking action with or wants to take action with, but they cut them off. Okay. This might be an earth sign. So either this father figure here, and it doesn't have to be a water sign. This could be that Emperor energy I picked up on, that his sex magic with that fire sign wasn't working because they're not connected. Like the Christmas tree lights we talked about, referencing all of your chakras connecting your root to your sacral to your solar plexus to the heart to the throat to the agina, third eye to the crown. You're like a Christmas tree lit up. But because they were not lit up in alignment with each other in love, they couldn't manifest doing what they were doing. It wasn't powerful enough. It wasn't enough energy. It wasn't enough light flowing in. You understand? Because the woman that is going to be these people in this cult sex slaves now, so she doesn't go to jail, she was closed off emotionally to this father figure she was doing sex magic with. She was closed off emotionally because all of her sex is transactional. It has no connection to her heart or her mind. So that keeps the frequency low. That keeps the vibration low. That does not allow light to flow in. And that's where the energy comes from. That's where it's stoked from. The light and the energy. Okay? But she's cut off. So their sex magic isn't working. That's why they wanted your energy. So he instead was trying to go back to an earth sign, a younger earth sign possibly. But that younger earth sign, that might be his wife. It looks like his wife might be cutting him off. Oh, wow. He can't get away with it. So it looks like he can't get back in with his wife either. So whoever this, I believe might be that Hierophant, occultist, spiritual leader. Whoever his wife is, because he wasn't able to make the money that he thought he was going to make with that this kitchen witch energy that's about to be a sex slave, he was going to just try to crawl back in the house with his wife and see if he could slide back up in there. But she cut him off. Yep, she cut him off because the conflict, he couldn't create a conflict, and he's having an ego death. Wow. So now he's having an ego death because he's getting bad karma because he can't slither back in with his wife. When I picked up on his energy before, his wife would have allowed him back in the house if he came back with a whole bunch of money that he made with that karmic energy. That was going to be okay and cool with her. But it's like, so after all of that, you come back broke with no money. No, absolutely not. No, I'm not going through all of this suffering for us to be broke. You said to let you do you because we were going to live comfortably. All of us, you, your little karmic side chick, witch friend, and me and my kids would all live with a lot of money. So the only reason I put up with you is because I thought we were going to get money. And now he's coming back empty-handed and broke. It's a missed opportunity. If this is his wife, I'm picking up on this earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. So she cut him off because somebody couldn't keep something hidden. What's the moon reverse? Something wasn't hidden. Yeah, he can't hide something. He can't hide his emotions about something. It's something he's really emotional about that he can't hide. He's trying to avoid a tower. Right. Right. He can't hide from his wife or whoever this earth sign is. He cannot hide that he's trying to avoid a tower because he has no money. And he let this cult of women that he was taking action with in this house use all his money, run up his credit, waste money, misguide him in how to invest his money when none of them cared about his future, his well-being, his children, food on his kids' table. None of these women that he connected with I guess who's supposed to be his bottom bitch, that's now gonna be a sex slave. None of those women gave a damn about anything about his needs as a person. They just saw somebody that could be manipulated because of their ego. Okay, if they buttered him up to work with them, and they would run through his money as quickly as they could and run up his credit and do everything they could possibly do and get out of him while the getting was good, like a pack of hyenas. A pack of hyenas took over this man's mind because they were offering him sex. And he failed to connect with his intuition because he was sleeping with dusty, impoverished-minded hyenas that are shallow, surface level, financial curse and disasters that make poor decisions. And they influenced his mind because this is who he was looking to for validation. Because they were stroking his ego and giving him validation and making him feel important, they were able to destroy his whole life. And he can't get back in with that earth sign. He was taking action with them in this house, but I feel like this house is either getting sold or somebody's leaving a house. Somebody's moving out of a house right now. Yeah, or they've already moved out of a house. Somebody's moved out of a house. Yeah, this whole group that didn't follow their intuition and listen to this bad teacher has to move out of house. They're trying to find where to go right now, the Two of Wands, because they're in the Five of Pentacles. And this is karma. This whole house has come crashing down. This whole house of cards, this whole cult has come crashing down. And none of these people could have ever seen this coming because they are not love. Love does not delight in evil. Love rejoices in the truth. You understand? These are all people that delighted in doing evil, in doing domination spells, mental manipulation tactics, stalking, harassing, gang stalking, doing death spells on people that are innocent, that have love inside of them, jealousy, envy, hate. These people are the opposite of love. And you wonder why you're in the Five of Pentacles right now and nothing's going to get better for you. Let this be a lesson to you. Love always wins. Love, I don't care what it looked like. It didn't look like love was winning when y'all were getting little cars and little stuff here, there, and there. But that's an illusion. You understand? That was something shallow and surface level. That wasn't a strong foundation with money that lasts for generations. That was a bad short-term contract and investment in something low vibrational that you thought was going to make you rich long term. And now no one is going to recover in this lifetime. All of these people's lives are going to be in the gutter. All of them. It's not going in their favor. Someone could be a Sagittarius. Something is about to be balanced out concerning a judgment that was reversed in court, which was a crime. Okay. So you just saw the judgment card reverse, and now you're looking at the Hierophant. The Hierophant is representing the court system, and that judgment reverse card, and the Page of Pentacles is representing something immoral, something dishonest that lacked integrity that was done. So something's going to get balanced out for somebody. Somebody had a judgment over someone in court that was illegal. This could be an illegal conservatorship. It could be claiming someone was a criminal and someone could have had you illegally surveillance, or someone could have claimed that you were mentally unstable and they were taking care of you, and they could have stolen inheritance money from you, or they could have taken part of your money in some kind of a way, or gotten control over something you own. Somebody had an illegal judgment over someone in court, and it's criminal for them to do this. That's what that judgment reverse energy is. And that's why this lawyer is in trouble right now. Yep. Because these people didn't have the effect on you that they thought that they would have. And now they don't know how to balance the situation with whatever they were able to do to your finances as a result of that judgment that they had over you in court. Again, this could either be having you illegally surveillance and getting permission to do a certain type of gang stalking to block you so you couldn't make above a certain amount of money because they claimed you were a criminal of some kind, whether physical or spiritually. Whatever it was, they're in trouble for it right now because something's not going to go in someone's favor. All right, what are the messages? Somebody is a Mason. All right, what are the messages? Somebody in somebody's family might be a Mason, that might be a child molester, or have PDO tendencies. Okay. Board of Trustees member. This is somebody that's sitting on the board of trustees over somebody's trust. This is someone that's known you since you were a baby. I have baby, kindergarten through the 6th grade, 7th through the 12th grade. They want me to clarify that. Oh, mental health facility. Oh, put that there. They just wanted to have sex with this person. Somebody could have even tried to set somebody up to be chipped by an ex or a family member. Tell me about what happened from baby to 12th grade. This is about someone's family member that's a Mason, that's also got PDO, child molesting tendencies, that's known somebody since they were a baby. Clarify that baby through 12th grade. Clarify baby through 12th grade. Somebody's not going to recover from what they did or tried to orchestrate in your life from the time you were born up until maybe around 12th grade. Whether it doesn't matter if you graduated from high school or not. We're talking about the age range from birth to around the time people would graduate from high school. Somebody's not going to recover because somebody was trying to balance a situation for themselves. A King of Pentacles reverse thought that it was a good investment to do something to you. This person, so this could be a family member of somebody that was monitoring you since you were a baby, and they made plans. They already had a plan for your life. Okay, whoever this Mason in your family is, whether you know them or not, when you were an innocent child, they already had a plan for your life about how they were going to try to use your life to come up off of you, whether they were going to sell you spiritually to a cult, uh, groom you to try to go into a lifestyle of prostitution, or try to see if they could get you into something. They were working on you when you were a child, possibly doing things to sabotage your family unit. That would be whoever was responsible for raising you. They probably were on the outside creating obstacles for whoever was in charge of raising you, so that they could make sure you didn't get what you needed growing up, so that they could utilize you for whatever their little master plan here was. Tell me about this child molester, PDO tendencies, Mason in somebody's family. Yeah, that's who we're talking about. The person that thought it was a good investment. So this person thought it would be a good investment to set you up to be chipped by a family member or an ex. Okay. The Page of Pentacle reverse, so that they could get away with a crime. Whatever they did, whatever this crime is that they tried to get away with, I feel like they wanted you to ultimately end up in the Judgment reverse. Okay, so this might have to do with making sure that when you reach a certain age, that you would end up in a mental health facility. This was already a plan of theirs while you were still sucking on your mother a hairy nipple. They already had plans that by the time you went through whatever they were going to put you through, you were going to be in a mental health facility. That was their plan. They might have even had a judgment in court over you after 12th grade, because they thought they had something in the bag. Anybody that's been gang stalked, you would be shocked a lot of times that a lot of the times it's coming from someone in your family that's a part of one of these Masonic groups, that is a part of a cult that's trying to sacrifice you for their own wealth and their own gain. Typically, you'll see older aunties and older uncles and older cousins, sometimes parents too, that will do this if they have like a brother or a sister that got a whole bunch of kids that is already not doing that well financially. That's by intention. Sometime you will have uncles, aunties, and people that are keeping an eye on their brother or sister's children because they want to utilize you for their own gain. And if your parents got a lot of children and they're poor or in some kind of vulnerable situation financially, they'll do a whole bunch of spell work and witchcraft to cause confusion in your family, to try to make things hard for your family, to break up your family, to cause you to, or your parents or whoever's responsible for you, to have to relinquish you to the system, into group home, foster care, have you taken and removed from the home. But in the background, even if the person responsible for you is trying to get out of poverty and trying to get into a better position in life, this is what they do in the background. They're sabotaging that family member behind the scenes because they're part of a cult. And you'll never know it was your uncle. You'll never know it was your aunt that was in the background trying to sabotage you and your siblings because they just wanted to use you. Okay. Because they don't see your life as valuable. Oh, my sister got all them kids. She won't miss one of them if I sacrifice one of them. My brother, he don't even take care of his kids. Where his baby mother live at? I bet you I could sacrifice one of his baby mother one of his kids. You know, it's some energy like that. So, but somebody couldn't do it. With this Page of Pentacle, whoever you are when you were younger, the Page of Pentacles, it looks like you move forward. You just kept working. They were unable to move forward, or this person was doing things to stop you from moving forward and having victory and success in your life. This person was in the background with work. I just saw the Knight of Pentacles. The Four of Wands reverse. This person might have done something to your family, because they might have been trying to see if they could isolate you from your family or your home in such a way I just described. I don't know if you've ever had to live with anyone else or live with other family members. I don't know if you have siblings and y'all were divided up at some point, group home, foster care, or even just all over the place amongst family members. It's given whoever this person is, they were trying to do things to sabotage your family, to isolate you and get you from the pack so that they could implement their will in your life behind the scenes without being seen, so that you would get into some kind of Queen of Wands reverse energy, where your sexual energy wouldn't be connected to your heart and your mind. You would utilize your sexual energy like a purse, like a check card or something. They wanted you in some prostitute type energy where you wouldn't have any kind of connection mentally or with your heart, like relationships. They were trying to get you into some energy where you would function and use sex for resources and money, and not be connected to your heart or your mind. So they might have been taking action behind the scenes to try to drive you away or out of your family. This is what this person with PDO tendencies was doing. Okay. And they got a 10 of Pentacles of money, or this is what they were supposed to get for doing this to you. It was for money, whoever this Mason in your family is. Clarify, they want to have sex with this person. Okay. Someone might have made somebody an offer using spell work, but the spell work backfired, and someone had an ego death. Oh, wow. And they didn't get the money. So somebody might have tried to make somebody an offer, maybe in the past. I don't know. But that's what I'm getting. Somebody may have tried to test you and see if you were that type of an energy when you were younger. They might have tried to make you some kind of transactional offer or something like that. But what's coming out in the cards is that you rejected that offer, and someone was doing spell work on you when they made this offer, but you rejected it. And when you rejected that offer, this person, the 10 of Pentacles reverse, they didn't get the money that they were hoping to have. And this is in the past. You see, this is the 6 of Cups. So this is talking about what happened in the past. So, oh, wow. So this happened in the past. So the problem is you took a different path in life. This person did something to push you out of your family, whoever I'm talking to. They did something to push you out and away from your family. You saw the 4 of Wands reverse and the Queen of Wands reverse, because they were hoping by doing that, you'd be out here in the world by yourself, defenseless, and you wouldn't be able to survive. This person threw you in the ocean, okay? This person threw you in the ocean hoping that you would have no other choice but to turn to prostitution. But instead, you rejected, and then they sent someone to do magic on you and to make you an offer. Whoever you are, you rejected whatever offer was made to you, and they didn't get the money. And instead, you took a different path. This is the path you took. You worked very hard and you became overly independent, overly financial abundant, a hard worker. It had the opposite effect on you. Because to teach you to swim, you was thrown in the ocean. It's like whoever this person in your family is, this Mason, they thought by separating you from your family, by whatever they did to your mama, your daddy, or uncle, aunt, whoever was raising you, that you would be forced into a lifestyle of prostitution. But instead, you got smart, and you got to work. People are built different. Whoever you are, you got to work and you got on your grind and you started growing your wealth and finances. I'm telling you, you be careful with some of these young people. You throw them out to the wolves, they're going to come back with a wolf sheepskin coat. I'm telling you, everybody don't go out there and just get defeated. Everybody's not weak. Everybody's not built the same. So what I'm getting is, whoever you are, somebody in your family thought you was weak. Somebody in your family thought you was weak and that you would just pass out. Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Who can help me? What I'm getting is that somebody threw you out to the wolf and you returned wearing a wolf sheepskin from the 80s, gold or silver coat. That's what I'm getting. 9 of Pentacles. Single. Self-sufficient. Hyper independent. They wanted you to be a Queen of Wands reverse, but instead you became hyper independent financially and you worked your ass off, is what I'm hearing. The 9 of Pentacles. And this is what happened in your past. So what's going on right now with this Knight of Swords? Somebody's having an ego death right now. Somebody's having an ego death because now this is why. All right, so whoever I'm talking to, this is the reason you're being attacked by magic right now. It's coming to an end, but this is the reason for your spiritual warfare. So now you have the background, if you didn't already know. The reason for your spiritual warfare, because I feel like if this was in the past, you're an older person, okay? So the reason for your spiritual warfare was because you have a family member that's a Mason, that belongs to some kind of cult or something, and they were trying to come up off of you with money, a big payment, if they could turn you into a prostitute or some energy source for a group or whatever. And it also might be something with money that you were supposed to get, maybe some inheritance or something, a house or a resource that was held back from you intentionally, because that would have given you the financial boost that you needed, that would have helped your stability. But you didn't get it, and you just became hyper independent, and you still busted your ass, and stood on your 10 toes and worked and made sure that every one of your needs was met off the sweat of your own brow. Okay. So whoever this energy is, the reason for your spiritual warfare is because you have a family member that's a Mason, that has been trying to manipulate your life in the background since you were a baby, since you were born. And the goal was to get you put up in a mental health institution, where in some kind of a way they would have commercials. Come on, commercial. Come on, back. Everything is working out. So everything is working. Okay. Try it again. I'm back. I'm back. Okay. Perfect. So again, the reason for your intense spiritual warfare, possibly throughout your 30s, you're between 30 and 50. I feel like you might be between 30 and 50 years old. The reason for your warfare is because they were unable to get you in the energy they wanted, and you were too strong and independent, and you were a manifester. You knew how to get money, and you knew how to get money legitly, living an honest, working in an honest way. Okay, and they hated that. They hated your perseverance and your strength. Okay, and because you didn't comply with what they wanted, whoever this energy is, they didn't want to give up in recent years. So this person has been trying to sacrifice you. You have a family member that's a Mason that's been trying to use you as a death sacrifice. It's like a stick up, a spiritual stick up. You either give us your sexual energy and allow us to use you as a human battery so we can do magic uh, with your sacral energy, or we're going to do a death spell on you and we're going to take you out. And that's the spiritual warfare you've been going through. The reason for your spiritual warfare is because you did not submit to this family member in the background's will. And this could be even a distant family member you ain't never even met before. Okay? This could be some old man in your family that's like a distant cousin that's doing this from a distance, and don't nobody that's doing well financially, and don't nobody know why they doing well financially, because don't nobody know what they into, that don't mingle, but they all doing things underhandedly from a distance. You understand? So whoever this energy is, they've been trying to sacrifice you because they were determined to get this 10 of Pentacles. And that's the reason for your spiritual warfare. And it's something here about some money. This might even be this family member of yours that has PDO tendencies, child molesting tendencies, that's a Mason. They withheld some money. Something was left in a trust for whoever you are, and they held that money or resource or house, car, whatever, stocks, bonds, whatever it is, they held it back from you and made sure you never received it, because one, they wanted to steal it from you, and two, because they had ulterior motives for making sure you couldn't survive financially. Had you gotten that resource or money, then you would have been okay financially, and it would have made it too hard for this person to turn you into a prostitute. But you didn't receive it. And even not receiving it, you have still made your way in life. You were thrown in the ocean and you became a triathlon damn near winner. Okay? You got strong. Whoever you are, you're extremely strong. Talk to me about this board of trustees. Talk to me about this board of trustees. So there could be an older woman or an older man, the Empress reverse, someone that can't regulate their emotions very well or doesn't use their intuition. Someone that could be very emotionally manipulative. This person was holding something back from you, and now they're pulling their energy and walking away from something. So this could be a woman or a man. Okay, it came out in feminine energy though. Okay, this person that was holding back something in a trust for you, now they're pulling their energy out. They're pulling their energy back from something. The devil reverse, and now they're stressed out. Whoever this person is, they're completely stressed out because somebody going to jail. They were being extremely childish, but somebody is going to jail. So somebody might have lied and said that you were a prostitute or something like that. If they isolated you, that's why they isolated you, because they didn't want anyone to know you were alive, or they didn't want anyone to know that you were working. If this was done a long time ago, it was before the internet. So that means everything was paperwork. So it was easier to get away with whatever they did. But the problem is, it's 2025 and you can be located online and your job history can be tracked. if you've owned anything in your life, paid car insurance, if you paid home mortgage, owned homes, if you've owned any asset, or if you just go to work or have any investments or anything at all that can be tracked online. That could be another reason why they wanted to kill you. Somebody didn't want to let something go emotionally. It might be an older woman. Somebody reversed an ending because this is too much of a burden for them, because this is something they did to you a long time ago, that right now the only solution for them is to kill you. Somebody was waiting and expecting you to die. This is something that was done before the internet. And because they want to cover up what they have done, the only solution for them is to kill you. And that's what this Empress in the reverse was waiting for. The Three of Wands. They've been waiting for you to die. They're like, nobody has killed her yet, or him. And they can't even sleep because they told a lie about you. So whatever they did to steal money, or whatever was left in a trust for you, they had to lie about you in order to do this and get an illegal judgment in court over you. And now the truth is out and the information is available. Anything else? No one wants to work with this person anymore. The Three of Cups reverse. And this person is going broke as hell. And everybody is fighting right now that sits on this board of trustees. Why are they fighting? Don't tell me they spent all your money. Clarify the Five of Wands. Because the spell worked to kill you, the death spells backfired. And they're burdened about what they did. All the death spells have backfired, and they're burdened about what they did. So they feel like you got what they did. I can't make it up. What they did in the past. Six of Cups. A bunch of idiots. A whole bunch of idiots. Lord. Oh, Lord. Somebody's saying I was blackmailed and they had to go along with it. Somebody is saying that they was blackmailed and they had to go along with something. How and when? Okay. Put this law. So that's why this lawyer is stressing out right now. When? From birth to age 11. Somebody could have done something to you from birth to age 11. Again, it opened up a second time. Okay. When? For the past 10, 15 years. I can't make this up, child. So somebody might have done something to somebody from birth to age 11. And somebody's been doing something for the past 10 to 15 years. Clarify from birth to age. Oh, and something is going to unfold in 4 to 6 months in the summertime. So by the time summer rolls around again, there's something that's going to unfold. How? Somebody could have been trying to kill you. Use gray rock method, control your emotions. They're trying to spiritually disarm you with anger by arguing or conflict. So witchcraft will work. Okay, that was it. I feel like from birth to age 11, somebody's been doing some form of witchcraft on your family or whoever you were in the house with, wherever you lived. Whoever was responsible for taking care of you from birth to age 11, they were doing witchcraft and spell work on your family unit uh, to create some kind of atmosphere where you would be treated very harshly by everybody. And they wouldn't understand why. Whoever you are, you may have learned to use the gray rock method to control your emotions. They try to spiritually disarm you with anger by arguing or conflict, so witchcraft will work. They could, not just you, anybody that you came in contact with from birth to age 11, possibly like in the family unit, they might have been intentionally doing things to get you and keep you in some low vibrational angry energy, reactive anger, reactive abuse. You know how people throw rocks and hide their hands. They play gaslighting games, emotional manipulating games, and do things, but they do it underhandedly. Uh, Covert narcissists. And then all they see is your reaction. All they see is the outburst of a child. All they see is a child misbehaving or uh, somebody acting out a certain way. I don't know why they're behaving that way. You understand? It's some energy like that. I'm getting some energy like um, somebody was doing something or several people were doing things to get a reaction out of you. And it's easy to manipulate a child when you're a narcissist. But they were using witchcraft to do this so that you will act out in anger or have outbursts. And then all people will see is the anger, the outburst, or a behavior issue. And you will be you'll be the person that's blamed for it. Like, oh, this is just a bad child right here. They have anger issues. Children just don't have anger issues that come out of nowhere. Okay, children under the age of 11 don't just they're not just born with anger issues, going around being angry and mad. They're physically abused, they're assaulted, they're emotionally abused, sexually abused, physically abused. It's all different types of abuse. You understand? They don't just have anger issues for no reason, unless they have a genuine imbalance. How? All right. And this might be something modern day. Somebody might have a platform, hack your AdSense, stealing your money. So somebody that I'm talking to might have an AdSense, trying to seduce your partner or love interest to be childish, to hurt you. These are things that this person in your family was doing in the background. Spell work being done on your home or your car to cause you unexpected expenses. They took out a life insurance policy without you knowing. Child. They took a life insurance policy out on you without you knowing. Spell work on your car and transportation situation. If you don't have a car on your transportation, they've been doing spell work to stop you from getting wherever you need to go. So this is what these people have been doing in the background because they're childish. Spell work on your car or your transportation situation. In other words, if you don't have a car uh, and someone you rely on for a ride, they would do spell work on the person giving you a ride to make that person disincentivize them from helping you anymore. It's that type of stuff. These people have been monitoring you in the background, trying to create obstacles to slow you down in your life. If somebody is connected to you, helping you, they'll do spell work to sabotage that friendship or relationship on that person. Hacked your AdSense, stealing your money, and they took a life insurance policy out on you. But love always wins. Spell work done on your home or car to cause unexpected expenses and trying to spiritually disarm you with anger by arguing conflict and creating conflict so the witchcraft would work. Use the gray rock method. Maybe you've learned to become numb. Clarify from birth to age 11. Somebody is aware that all they have done has had no effect on you. The only effect all these things have done is made you wiser and taught you how to duck and dodge better. In the game of tag, how you got to run all over the place so a person can't tag you. If you as a child ever played tag, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, you it, and you learn how to maneuver while all the kids are running around so you don't get tagged. These people were trying to tag you your whole life, and it taught you how to move on your toes, your light foot. You know how to think fast and move fast, whoever you are. All you learn how to do is how to navigate, duck, dodge, jump, dive, crawl. Whoever you are, they didn't have the effect on you they thought. All it did was train you and make you even better, more of a beast. Okay? It didn't have the effect, and they didn't see that it wouldn't have the effect they thought it would. This is what they've been working on for years. This is what they have been working on and we talking about from birth to age 11 here. Something they did from birth to age 11. It didn't have the effect on you. Oh, it was supposed to shut down your heart chakra. Okay. So they were doing spell work because they didn't want you to be a person of love. Because they know the power of love. I explained you the power of love. The power of love opens you up to higher spiritual channels and to be able to outsmart and outthink everybody else. Okay? That's the power of love. It gets you in alignment. They were trying to shut down the love inside of you at a young age by using witchcraft to incite anger in you. So their witchcraft would work and you would not be a loving child. And you wouldn't be a loving adult either. And you would be cold. But they had a tower because you can't help who you are. You're full of love. So from birth to age 11, they were trying to stop you from love, from being a person of love. That's it. They came together to do this. They would come together, I feel like, to gaslight you is what I'm getting. So you couldn't defend yourself. This might be for someone, your family. I feel like people were doing things to you and then gaslight you about being bad. And people know, these adults knew what they were doing witchcraft on your family, whether you have cousins, siblings, but no, you couldn't defend yourself. I feel like no one would allow you to defend yourself. Whatever was done to you, they wouldn't let you defend yourself. The only answer was, you're just a bad seed. You're just a bad seed. You're just a bad child. It's that energy. And this was to make you shut down. This was to shut down the love energy. Okay. And now somebody is in their thoughts. Now somebody is in their thoughts. They do this to children that they target intentionally. They really do this. And this was a huge injustice. This was not justified, what they did to you. What your family did to you was not justified. But the ones that were closest to you, under the same roof with you, they were doing spell work on them to make them be this way towards you. So you could never defend yourself. You're just a bad child. You're just an angry child that can't regulate their emotions. It's just you. Okay? What they did was not justified, and it was very destructive and reckless. Clarify for the past 10 to 15 years. Yeah, these people with broken thinking for the past 10 to 15 years, the Page of Pentacles, these people have been doing things to try, you might be a whole empress out here, but these people have been doing things to try to keep you in some kind of page energy. That a page is almost like a 19-year-old working their first little fast food job or something like that. Somebody wanted you to go throughout your whole life in some page energy, the past 10 to 15 years, but they didn't get their wish fulfillment. Because whoever you are, you a beast. You can think your way out of everything. You a spiritual MacGyver. Yeah. The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you persevered with work, with dedication, because you're organized and you're focused and you have a lot of structure and discipline. They wanted you to be a Page of Pentacles. A page is like a 19-year-old getting out there to work. You understand? But you persevered because you were very structured, you were very disciplined, and a hard worker. But that's what they've been doing and working on for the past 10 to 15 years. They didn't expect you to persevere. This Aquarius, somebody might have an Aquarius in their family, or they didn't expect you to shine, to become one of star quality. All their spell work backfired. You still persevered and moved forward. Okay. Yeah. And now you're in the Nine of Pentacles. There you go. Financially independent. Spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally healed and independent. And they've been fighting against. So basically what I'm getting is they have been fighting against your progress in the background. This is exactly what they've been doing. They've been actively fighting for the past 10 to 15 years your financial progress. Clarify, this will unfold in 4 to 6 months. All right, I have the Hangman. Clarify the Hangman. Somebody's going to get unstuck from something. Clarify the Star. Okay, so they're saying in the next 4 to 6 months, somebody might have an Aquarius placement in their chart, and they're gonna come out of a mental imprisonment about sacrificing you, about trying to sacrifice you. Ciao. Somebody's gonna reverse an ending because they're not going to be able to persevere or move forward with these attempts that they keep trying to win at all costs. So they're saying whoever this person is, the Hangman, they're going to take they're saying by summertime that they're going to let this go and sacrifice it and stop trying to find ways to kill you. Because they're not going to be able to create the illusion they're trying to make. Whatever illusion they're trying to create about you, this King of Pentacles energy, Somebody could have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in their chart, and or Aquarius. One of them could be a Virgo and the other one could be an Aquarius. They're saying by summertime, they're no longer going to be trying to sacrifice you anymore. This don't make no sense. Working together to try to commit crimes against you. All of them working together to try to commit crimes against you because they still don't want to let it go. So these might be people in their 60s and 70s with their dumb asses still trying to find a way. It's a whole group. Yeah, this is a whole group. These are people in their 60s and 70s, okay? Maybe older. I feel like 65 and up. Somebody need to sit their ass the fuck down and go drink some Geritol or some Nutra something, because somebody old ass is still thinking they're gonna orchestrate something to find a way to sacrifice you until the summertime. They're old asses. They probably using your money. They probably using your money to pay people to do it. And y'all know, most likely they're working with a judge. Most likely there's a judge out there that's holding on to that knows about your money and what these people are still trying to do. It don't make no damn sense. And their old asses is gonna keep trying to come for you. Because these are people that are emotionally immature and they can't regulate their emotions and they're not connected to their intuition. And they're going to keep trying to emotionally manipulate people to keep coming for you. But the cycle's over, the world card. So, child, it looks like these idiots are going to keep on trying to come for you. The King of Wands for a little while, but I doubt they'll be able to get anything done. They're not going to be able to get nothing done. What's the King of Wands? Somebody thinks it's a good investment. Somebody thinks something is a good investment. What is that? An Emperor in the reverse is not closed off to working with them. That's another old person, another older karmic, distorted energy. It might be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, to keep on coming for you. And they old too. These motherfuckers are old. And look, they the wounded warrior. Them knees are bad. This one got gout, probably in his right leg. I'm looking at. This one probably got gout in his right leg, and he the wounded warrior. His back hurt. He tired, and their old ass is still trying to work together to find a way to come for you with their stupid asses. And they just going to be stuck in a cycle. You don't got nothing to worry about. Their stupid asses, all of their slow, dumb, stupid asses is just going to be going around in circles. Because love always wins. That's why. Love always wins. And none of these people have love. None of these people have love or are of love. What is the final message? They're retarded asses. Child, you don't got nothing to... Child, they probably bordering dementia. It's laughable. At this point, it's laughable. Because they probably bordering dementia. People, hey, I want to offer you some money. I want you to do something to my niece. My niece over there. You know, and people look at it like, what? If you don't get the hell out my face, you know, looking and sounding stupid and crazy. Ciao, bye. Final message. Child, they stupid. Yeah, they stupid. Dusty and stupid. Every last one of them. Yeah, somebody's going to release something and let something go with their dusty, stupid asses. Thinking they still got power. What's funny to me is they think they still have power. With this level of surveillance and the New World Order being rolled out right in front of us. The New World Order is being rolled out right in front of us right now. And these fools, these fools is still thinking they're going to be able to carry something out. And the New World Order is being rolled out. Child, they are lost with their stupid self. Final message. They said one more shuffle. They not going to recover. Somebody ain't going to recover. Child, they going to be making offers with dementia. Talking about, I want you to go over there and get her, my niece, and I'm going to pay you. I'm going to give you some money. Go over there and see if you can catfish my niece. Well, my nephew. See if you can get her. And they're going to pick the wrong one because they wouldn't even be able to point you out of the damn crowd. Yeah, that's her right there. That's not your niece. That's that lady right there. That's a police officer. What are you talking about? Oh, she kind of remind me around the eyes. She looked familiar. I thought that's not her. Oh, where she live at? I mean, they're idiots. These people are idiots. Someone could be having a tower right now that's not going to recover. An Aquarius. Final message. Oh, well, I didn't know that. You don't see? She got a police uniform on. What you mean she looked like your niece? You couldn't even point your niece out of a crowd, could you? Yeah, the cycle's over for these idiots. Final message. Final message. What's this? Somebody that doesn't want to let go of something. Somebody might be a Leo. Somebody could be a father figure here. All right, so this is the masculine that got hung up on by his wife. This could be a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn energy that he went back to because this Leo possibly has to be a sex slave. This is just somebody that they hired to help them control and dominate you through magic and mental manipulation. But the problem is you're single and nobody can connect to you. Okay. Whoever this person is, what's the obstacle? What is the obstacle? Oh, it didn't go in their favor. Yeah. This is someone that's going to be a sex slave. All right. So whoever this Aquarius is, they're having a tower right now because the cycle's over. They're not going to be able to, you don't even have to worry about them. They're not going to be able to do anything. But whoever this Leo is, they're going to be a sex slave for this cult and have to just serve these people. This is because they didn't fulfill their contractual obligation that they signed. And this King of Cups, he got rejected by his wife or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If it's not his wife, there's a younger earth sign that he tried to go crawling back to and they rejected him. And these people are lost. They might have to sell sex for money is what I'm getting. Yeah. The Queen of Wands reverse. This man might end up selling sex for money. That's what I'm getting. Whoever this older father figure is, they may end up selling sex for money. You know, like trying to have sex with maybe older women on their deathbed or something like that, or men. What's the lovers? It was too much of a burden. Whatever these people wanted and thought that they was going to manifest under this bad teacher energy, whatever they thought they were going to manifest, someone sold them a pipe dream. Someone sold them a rainbow. Somebody literally sold them, oh, it's going to be everything your heart desires. You're going to have complete wish fulfillment. If you sign to this contract, it'll be easy. It'll be like taking candy from a baby. And they signed up for it. And it ended up being a huge burden. It was idiotic. These people were not connected to their intuition. Why? Because they don't have love. And love always wins. I'm QUAN, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. Today is Wednesday. So I'm going to go ahead and do this prayer and affirmation. I show gratitude for my collective of the highest vibration of love. I show gratitude for favor and protection that comes along with being in the highest vibration of love. I show gratitude for complete restoration, financially, energetically, spiritually, and emotionally. I show gratitude right now for Earth, Wind, and Fire, both the group and the elements. I show gratitude for the Most High God, Yahweh, Yeshua, Christ, Jehovah. I show gratitude for each and every last one of the planets that God put here in place that vibrate and give off the energy and the forces that we need to get these prayers and affirmations granted. Oh, Holy One, the moon, who sits at the head of Mercury, Venus, the Sun, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. We show gratitude for waking us up another beautiful day. I show gratitude for the beauty of the sun and all other creation. I show gratitude for favor, health, a righteous mind, divine protection, and success today. Right now, today, I command today, and I come in agreement by this spiritual, verbal, spoken contract of law, that today, anything I speak, touch, seek to do, or accomplish, it will be blessed, it will manifest to the fullest and flourish. All things I put my energy into today, it will prosper and be successful. Anyone that is destined to help me today will contact, locate, and get through and reach me today. Every door will open for me, and every obstacle and the creators of challenges in my life right now are blocked, disabled, and ejected instantly out of my energy and stopped from interfering and slowing my progress by divine intervention right now today. I command every blocked communication, mail, message, way, and passage to be forced open and made available to me. I command anything being hidden or kept from me to be revealed and exposed. I decree and declare by the authority and power of Christ, Jehovah, that any and all witchcraft, enchantments pit against me, any curses and hexes, evil eye and spells, any candles, altars, pictures, or items referencing my name or situations today, being directed and sent toward me to affect my progress, my energy, my body, mind, and spirit, to cause any financial, spiritual, or physical imbalance to my life, catch fire right now. Burst into flames and scatter. Be canceled out, neutralized, nullified, and rendered completely useless. Fall to the ground and scatter by the power and authority of Christ, Jehovah. Right now, I decree and declare, let every demonic contract that was attached to me in the dream state last night Let it be reversed, undone, severed, and separated, and completely destroyed, and rendered null and void by holy fire right now. Burst into flame. I decree and declare today, Christ's light, energy, and fire encamp and encircle me as a divine barrier of protection from the crown of my head to the sole of my feet, that no other force can penetrate. That Kundalini violet flame, which is my Holy Spirit, that I invoke with my holy words, abracadabra. Abatachin hoy, besamai mituno, samei kadis, mangista tinta, fakadit, besamai in the hornet, in the hu, bamadar to whom. Yelet and jedachin and sisanzade. Badelachin and them ye cur, belin, in ya, yabadalun and ye cur, and deminil. What if atanam atag van kakafu adanenji, mangis yantanatana, hylim mizganam level alamu, amen. Boxum, Boxum, Memphis, Caducum, and Amlak. Amen. Boxum, Boxum, Memphis, Caducum, and Amlak. Amen. Boxum, Boxum, Memphis, Caducum, and Amlak. Amen. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Let every tongue that rise up against me in judgment be thou condemned. For greater is he that is within me than he that is within the world. Surely he shall deliver thee from the fowler's snare and from the deadly noisome pestilence. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and let those that love it, let them eat the fruit thereof. Right now, I cancel every contract and agreement with every enchantment of witchcraft pit against me right now. I decree and declare the sun will not spite me by day, nor the moon by night. Right now, I take authority over every demonic spell and force using anyone or anything in my energy to cause any imbalance for me. I command you to burst into flames and scatter and disperse. Burn to ashes down to the ground right now. Right now, I bind and contain any and all magic being sent towards me and my collective of the highest vibration on earth. Right now, in the name of Christ Jehovah, whatsoever ye shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever ye shall loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. We bind and contain all magic, all black magic, hexes and spells, and enchantments of witchcraft on every plane, and we command you to go directly back to the sender right now, plant into their energy field, and remain stuck in their energy field, and manifest the desired outcome and effect they wanted for us to happen to them instead right now. Abracadabra. We return all spell work back to the sender right now. Right now, I dedicate this day unto Christ Jehovah by my Kundalini violet flame of my holy fire, which is my Holy Spirit, that I invoke with my holy words. Let nothing and no one stand against me. Umima, Aiya, you are always on time, and you will always abandon the 99 for the one. Mote it be, so shall it be, Ashe. Hey guys, today's Wednesday. If you don't take nothing else from the message, remember, I don't care what it looked like or how it seemed like it's going on the physical. You know, things have to manifest in the spiritual first. And love always, always, always wins. Put love first. All right, I'll be back. I'm QUAN. This is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. Always love.